something till somebody that's legitimate comes and says something. Oh, hell with that.
Genesis 3 and 21. Unto Adam also, and to his wife did the Lord Yahweh make coats of skins and clothe them.
And with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well. Shalom to the Akim, Aguathium, and the speckled birds that sing and learning. Shalom.
Shalom. Genesis 3 and 21.
Yeah, read 1 to 24 actually.
Khan.
Now, matter of fact, read that first, and then go right to read 1 to 24. But I'm gonna expound on that.
Khan. Genesis 3 and 21. Unto Adam also, and to his wife did the Lord Yahweh make coats of skins.
That's right. The Most High made coats of skins. You're gonna start at 1 for me then. So when the Most High, the reason why the Most High made coats of skins, and we're going to get into this, is because Adam and Eve were living souls. Okay, and we know that for a fact. These were spirit beings that were sent down here, angelic beings that were sent down here. Okay, when you go to the book of Jude. Okay, I believe it's Jude 1 and 6. It talks about the angels that left their first estate. Okay, because the Most High, and another thing, Yahweh Shai or Adam was Isaac. Isaac was, we believe, Melchizedek. Melchizedek, Solomon, and Solomon was Yahweh Shai, the man you ignorantly call Jesus. Okay, so when the Most High made Adam and Eve coats of skins, we're going to read about it, but I'm going to explain a little bit before we read. When Eve, when they say bit the apple, okay, when she went into the philosophies of the trees that were in the garden, the other trees were the other nations, and their ideas, their beliefs, their witchcraft, and all of those other things. When she did that, and she brought that back to Adam, and Adam transgressed, okay, they fell from grace with the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Okay. They lost their understanding and their communication with the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay. So the Most High was upset with the devil. He was upset with Adam, and he actually kicked Adam and Eve out of the garden. All right. And then we're going to read about a cherubim. And that cherubim is an angel that blocked their understanding and how they were woken up. In these last days, these angels, that Jude 6 and 1 and 6, these angels that left their first estate were going to start to be woken up and returned to their state of being, as far as not physically here on this earth, but spiritually here on this earth, doing the things pleasing to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And at the end, they were going to be given new bodies. You want to read that 1 to 24 for me?
Yep. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
They're talking about the serpent that beguiled Eve, okay? And Esau Edom, that seed line is here today. Esau Edom, and he's doing the same thing to our women. That's why they're so bugged the fuck out. That's why they're so rebellious against their own men. Go ahead.
Which the Lord Yahweh had made.
Yep.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, have Yahweh said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Yep.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
That's right. They're our own understanding, okay? Our own laws, our own statutes and commandments. So before Moses presented the laws, statutes and commandments, or the laws to the Israelites, there were laws, okay, that we had to live by in the garden. Because you'll hear about that if you read about Cain and Abel. They both made sacrifices, okay? Cain's sacrifice was of the ground and was of the earth, like the herbs and leaves and bushes and fruit that fell on the ground. He just picked some shit out the ground and he sacrificed that to the Most High. Abel, his brother, had a righteous sacrifice, which was a sacrifice of meat. So that meaning there were laws, and we fell away from those laws when we started when it said the serpent said you can eat from these other trees. Okay, that's the philosophies of these other nations that were in the midst of the garden, but weren't a part of our belief system, our understanding, our law, statutes, and commandments at the time. So the Most High sent a cherubim to block that understanding. That's why we had to be woken up in this day. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
But of the fruit of the tree,
Yep.
which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it,
Yep.
neither shall ye touch it,
Mm-hmm.
lest ye die.
That's right. In the midst of the garden. Don't eat anything in the midst. You can eat from this tree, that our own beliefs, our philosophies. Go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die,
Mm-hmm.
for Yahweh does know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be a gods.
That's right. You're going to understand evil. You're not going to be a balance anymore in the garden. Okay? To keep evil at bay. You're going to understand it. Actually be partakers in wickedness, man. Okay? So you will understand good and evil, just like the Most High. You won't be one-sided anymore. This is what the devil was telling her. Go ahead.
And ye shall be as gods,
Yep.
knowing good and evil.
See?
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food,
Mm-hmm.
and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise,
Mm-hmm.
she took of the fruit thereof.
Yep, she took of the belief system, the philosophies, okay, the ways of those peoples that were meant in the around the garden, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
And did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Yep.
And the eyes of them both were open,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew that they were naked.
Yep, they knew that they were naked. Go ahead.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Mm-hmm.
And they heard the voice of Yahweh walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yahweh amongst the trees of the garden.
Yep, they knew that they did something wrong, man. Okay, why would you hide from somebody if you didn't do anything wrong? If you rob a bank, ain't you gonna run and hide from the police? Yeah, because you did something wrong. But if you didn't rob the bank, why in the hell are you gonna run from the cops? Okay, so they knew they did something wrong, so they hid from the Most High. Go ahead.
And real quick, them trees is talking about people.
Yep,
So they hid amongst the people.
that's right.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh amongst the trees of the garden.
Yep.
And Yahweh, our power, called unto Adam, Salakia,
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh, our power, called unto Adam,
Yep.
and said unto him, where art thou?
Yep.
And he said, I heard the voice in the garden, and I was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked?
Who you transgressed? Who told you transgressed the laws? Who told you did these things? Go ahead.
Hast thou eaten of the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Thereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
Yep.
And Yahweh said unto the woman, what is this, and thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Yep, the serpent, okay? And the serpent seed and the woman's seed were going to have enmity, hatred towards each other. That's why we know that Esau, Edom today is that old serpent, the devil, okay, that the Bible talks about, because he's doing the same thing to our women. He's actually doing it to the women of the other nations too. Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle,
Mm-hmm.
and above every beast of the field.
Yep.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go,
That's right.
and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
That's right, confusion. You're going to eat confusion all the days of your life. That's why that seed line, when it continues to come back, these so-called white people, they call themselves white. A lot of them don't even know that they're the Edomites that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Because they're fugitives and vagabonds. They're fugitives from justice. And a fugitive, all they do is hide their true identity. Okay? So the elites of Esau, Edom have hid the identity of who they truly are. Okay, to this day, because they know that they're the serpent that the Bible is speaking of. Go ahead, brother.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman,
Yep.
and between thy seed and her seed.
That's right.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Yep.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband,
Yep.
and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree, of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
Yep.
Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
That's right. And what's happened to the Israelites after they transgressed in the garden? What happened? They were Adamites, okay? Then you had Abraham, all right, Isaac, Jacob, all right? Jacob had the 12 tribes, but they became the Israelites. Okay, what happened throughout the history of the Israelites? It's in the Bible. It tells you that we continue to transgress. Because we ate of that tree, we continue to transgress. The angels that left their first estate, they left their first estate, okay, that angelic state. When they left that, what they did was they continued to wax worse and worse and worse throughout history.
Yeah.
Okay. From the time of the Egyptians, when the Egyptians had us in slavery, okay, when we got out of that, what happened? A lot of our people wanted to go back into that bondage, man. They wanted to go back into Egypt. Then we had the time of the Babylonians and the Assyrians. Okay, they took us into bondage because we were following their ways. The Most High said, "Okay, I'm gonna get you." That's us. That's our sorrows, man. Continuing. Okay, and then unto this day, our sorrows continue as the Israelites. Okay, but go ahead, brother.
Worse and worse.
Yep.
I mean, back in the Adam days, we was living to be like 800, 700,
Yeah.
600 years old.
Yep.
And then moving forward to the time of Jacob when he wrestled with the angel, what's that saying? That was almost like an angel.
Go ahead, brother.
That was almost like being an angel. I mean,
Yeah.
wrestling with an angel or a god,
he was.
a power.
Yep.
Come on, that shows you that we had like them angelic force
That's right.
with us until we, as the years was going on and on and on, the Lord just started shutting our lifespan down. And that's why niggas is living to be 60,
Yep.
50, 60, 70 years old.
Lucky, I thought I did this shit. You got more on that?
Yep.
Go ahead and read, brother.
I'll wait for you, Al. Or you want me to read out? I'll wait.
I'm almost there.
But that's hard to fathom, man. Wrestling with a power. Come on, bro.
So you know the power that our people had back then. You know what I mean? You know the strength that our people had back then, and we've gotten weaker and weaker throughout the generations, man.
Exactly. Reading on out.
Yep.
Genesis 3:18.
Mm-hmm.
Thorns also and thistle shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweet of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return.
That's right. These bodies, this flesh that our spirit was put in. Okay. All right. Taking a spiritual being and putting them inside of flesh. So that flesh is going to die, man. These corrupt bodies are going to die. All right. We can't, and the scriptures tell you can't be in the presence of the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai in these bodies, man.
No.
Okay.
Flesh can't enter. What is it? Flesh
Run
cannot
into
into basically the heavens.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know. So we're going to get into some other scriptures that get into that, but you want to finish that, brother?
Yep. And Adam called his wife named Eve,
Yep.
because she was the mother of all living.
Mm-hmm.
Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord Yahweh make coats of skins
Yep.
and clothe them.
That's right, the coats of skins, that flesh that we're in. Go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh said, behold, the man is become as one of us,
Yep.
to know good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever.
Yep.
Therefore, Yahweh, our power, sent him forth from the Garden of Eden
Yep. Kicked him out of the garden.
Yep.
Go ahead.
to till the ground from whence he was taken.
Mhm.
Genesis 3 and 24. So he drove out of the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of the Eden the cherubims
Yep.
and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life.
That's right. To keep this knowledge from you. Okay. The Most High was only dealing with certain men throughout history, from the time of Adam, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the 12, up until this day. He's only dealing with certain people. Okay, and it speaks about the 144,000 singing the new song. We are actually doing that right now. Lord willing, we're part of that number. Okay, so when you get into that cherubim and that flaming sword, the scriptures tells you that an angel comes and actually wakes you up. It actually unlocks your understanding of the Holy Scripture. Okay, so that you can come back into the fold, so that you can come back into your spiritual righteousness. All right, now we're going to get some scriptures going into that. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 and read 40 to 44.
1 Corinthians 15 and 40.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, these are also celestial bodies, Khan,
Yep,
and bodies terrestrial.
that's right. The celestial bodies are those spiritual bodies. Okay, those are the new bodies that men, hopefully, we're a part of that number, the 144,000. And the believers that are taken out of here when nuclear bombs come, they're going to receive those new bodies, Salakia.
Yeah.
They're going to receive the new bodies, the celestial bodies, because we are in terrestrial bodies. And these terrestrial bodies, like I said, cannot be in the presence of the Most High.
And terrestrial goes into like earthly
Yep,
bodies.
terror.
But the glory of the celestial is one,
Yep.
and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
That's right.
There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and another glory of the stars, for one star different from another star in glory.
That's right.
So also in the resurrection, of the dead, it is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption.
That's right. It's a corruptible. This is a corruptible body that's going to be raised into an incorruptible body. Okay? The terrestrial raised into a celestial. All right? A spiritual body. Those angels that left their first estate. Go ahead.
It is sown in dishonor.
Mm-hmm.
It is raised in glory.
That's right. Sown in dishonor. So when you're born, this is not an honorable vessel. Okay? It's a sin. It's a vessel full of sin, man, and unrighteousness. All right. That's why our walk. We have a very difficult walk, man. And when this thing gets bad out here, it's going to get that much more difficult. But that's where the Most High is going to separate His men. Okay.
There's only one person that can walk that path at a time.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, that path is so narrow.
Yeah.
You see, you got that water on one side and that fire on the other.
Yeah, and that's where the Most High is going to separate His men. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of people falling the hell off, man. Fire and water. Go ahead.
It is sown in weakness. Mm-hmm. It is raised in power.
Yep.
It is sown in natural body. It is a raised spiritual body.
Yep.
There is a natural body
sown in weakness and raised in power, because there's going to be men. And I had a video. I wanted to actually play it. There was an older man talking about that there are some people walking amongst us right now that are getting ready to change. Okay. And when that change comes, it's not going to be the new bodies, but it's going to be like more of a spiritual jump start, let's say. Okay, so when this takes place, man, you're going to understand that we are going to stand out way more than some men do right now. Go ahead, brother.
Yep, there is a natural body and there is a spiritual body.
Yep.
And so it'd be, I'm going to read 45 real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
in verse 45, and so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul,
There it is.
and last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
That's right. The first Adam is the one we were reading about that was in the garden, and the last one is
That's
Yahweh
right.
Shai.
Yep.
Okay?
And that quickening spirit is Yahweh Shai.
That's it. And that's what we are obtaining,
Yep.
okay, through him, through the Holy Spirit, man. He's putting his Holy Spirit on men, all right, to quicken us, man, to give us more understanding of the Holy Scriptures, okay? You see, because we're coming into that time, man, and people have to understand that we don't have a lot of time left. And we give you these kind of scriptures, you know, even though there's a lot of prophecies taking place, we still have to give you an understanding of what is really taking place with some of these people that you see out on the highways and hedges, man, screaming and hollering at people, okay, teaching people, making themselves look like fools, man, for Yahweh Shai's sake,
Yep.
okay, making their bodies a living sacrifice. This is what this is all about, okay? Taking this terrestrial body, and the Most High is going to turn it into a celestial body, slowly but surely. Was that it on that?
Yep.
Give me 2 Peter 2 and 4.
2 Peter 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia.
That was good.
2 Peter 2 and 4, and it reads, for if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness,
Yep.
to be reserved unto judgment.
You see? Read that again.
2 Peter 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned,
Yep.
but cast them down to hell.
That's talking about Adam and his condition. Okay? Adam wasn't in hell when he was living in the Garden of Eden. He got put in hell when he got kicked out of the garden, okay, and had to till the ground to provide his own food. You see? This is his condition changing. That's what we are in right now. See, Esau, the so-called white man, is in his heaven, and we are in hell,
That's right.
okay, because of our condition. Okay? Those angels that were cast down, he cast down the angels to a low condition, man. All right, go ahead.
But cast them down to hell,
Yep.
and delivered them into chains of darkness.
There it is. Them bodies, this flesh, that skin, those skins. Go ahead.
To be reserved unto judgment.
That's right. Give me Jude 1 and 6. You're good.
Jude 1 and 6, and it reads, and the angels which kept not their first estate.
Yep, they kept not their first estate. Adam went and transgressed and lost, okay, his angelic form and was put in flesh. Go ahead.
But left their own habitation.
Yep.
And have reserved in everlasting chains unto Salakia, under darkness, unto the judgment of the great day.
Yep, you see? The angels that left their first estate, man. Give me 2nd Ezra 6 and read 1 to 5.
2nd Ezra 6, verse 1, and it reads, and he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew.
This was before the foundation of the earth, okay? The Most High said, I knew thee. Go ahead.
Before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of the paradise.
There it is. Go ahead, brother. Read that.
Or ever the foundation of paradise were laid.
Yep.
Before the fair flowers were seen.
Yep.
Or ever the movable powers.
But before anything was ever made on the earth, before the Elohim, okay, the powers. When you read in Genesis and it talks about God, if it's not in caps, it's talking about the power or the Elohim, which is the powers, which there's many angels, okay, led by Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitudes of angels were gathered together.
But you see, the innumerable multitude of angels gathered together. The Lord said before the foundation of the earth, He knew us. So who are these men that are down here teaching the Holy Scriptures, telling you what's getting ready to take place? These prophets saying before, prophesied to say before. Who are these men?
Right.
Okay? You got to start thinking about this shit, man.
Because when you go to Genesis 1, and it says, in the beginning, God created. Well, I'm talking about the verse where He said, "Let us make man."
Let us make man in our image.
You know what I mean?
There it is.
And that God basically is Elohim, that the brother was just speaking of, because the Hayim, I guess the is like the S, which means gods.
Right, multiple.
Which was the angels.
Right. Or plural. Yeah.
Which was the angels.
Yep.
Man, that's beautiful.
Yep. You see? You people got to understand, man. There's something way deeper going on than a lot of you people are really grasping. You know what I'm saying? And if you just listen to the scriptures, we don't even have to break these down. I could tell this brother to read everything I got here, and it's going to line up so goddamn perfect that you don't have to break it down. The next one will break the next one down. Go ahead.
And that's the most I just don't want you to get it.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's just that simple.
Yeah. Now we're trying to keep it simple.
Right. Making it plain upon tables.
That's right.
Multitude of angels were gathered together.
Yep.
Wherever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, wherever the chimneys in Zion were hot.
That's right. Before this earth was even formed, man. Go ahead.
Read down to 6 out?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm asking.
No, that was 5.
That was verse 4 out.
Give me 5 then.
Yep. Verse 5. And ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, they had gathered faith for a treasure.
You see? Hey man, the Most High, that the angels were given instructions, man. Okay? They had a whole program set up before they even came down here. You see? Hey, this is hey y'all want to do something real interesting? Let's do this. Okay? They sat down, and that's why we're playing catch up with the Holy Scriptures, man. You see? Everything that's written is already happened.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It already happened.
So you should want to do, you know what I mean? What makes you believe something? Like if someone told you this was going to happen and back 2,000 years ago and it's happening, wouldn't that make you want to start doing the right thing?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. What is that movie? When the people they almost got killed in a fucking plane crash, and then because the kid screamed and hollered and got off the plane. Final Destination.
Okay.
So the boy on the plane, Final Destination. He gets up. Oh my God! He sees everything happening.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh shit! We're gonna die. Hey, everybody, get off the plane. It's gonna blow up. We're gonna die." Okay. He's telling you that something's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Now, whether you believe him or not is up to you. So we're telling you what's going to happen, what we know is going to happen, because the Holy Scriptures, and we've seen prophecies taking place like crazy. Okay. There's prophecies right now that haven't even popped off, but we're hearing so much about it. So this man we're telling you to get off the plane, come out of America, come back to the Holy Scriptures. Or you're going to, if you take off in this plane that's getting ready to take off, you're going to die. Okay? The Holy Scriptures have already it's already done. Okay? We're just waiting for these things that were told to us to happen.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's a movie script.
Kind.
Okay?
Right.
We are the children of the director. He's going to give us the script, and we know exactly what's going to happen in the movie, and we're the spoilers, man. Okay? We're the movie spoilers.
I forgot how the brother broke it down. He said something about theater.
Yeah, the theater.
Theo.
Yeah, Theos.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, I think it goes into Theos goes into powers or something like that. Or I'm you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, it's something about the theatrical. The theater. You see? But this thing is this all this is a big ass movie that the Most High is playing, is letting play out. And we're the spoilers.
Yep.
We're those angels that we're hoping that we're part of that number. I'm not going to say I'm anything. I always keep myself on a low goddamn pedestal. I'm not taking a high road, bro.
That's right.
I'm not doing that shit. All you fucking brothers out, Salaki, all you brothers out there that want to put yourself up here, you better come down a little bit, man.
I mean, when you take on that role like that, anyway, you're gathering more demons.
You're asking for trouble,
right? What is it? Right. I mean, for one, what is that scripture? For much wisdom is much grief, and then also the more that you know, you're required.
Yeah. The more that is given to you, you're required to give more.
Right. So when them demons jump on them brothers that really know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Apostle Ramlab or if it was Apostle Tahar, but I know one of them made a movie or a video. It might have been somebody else. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I know they made a video saying about these brothers that want to be on top. You know,
Apostle Ramlab.
It was a Ramlab. There you go. And I know I was watching a video, and he was talking about how these brothers, these young brothers, you know, and these startups and these other camps, you know what I mean, that they want to go into, they want